Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a cool, slightly advanced intro in Sony Vegas 9.0. So the intro I'm going to be making is this. Now, just on first looks it's got a lens flare there, and it's got a nice shine, it's got a transparent like text, so basically this is it. So it's got the shine, it's got the circle lines there, fades in the nice transparent background, and the moving lens flare. Okay, so open up Sony Vegas, and what we want to do is add two video tracks, and in fact we want to do 3 video tracks and 1 audio track. So for the first layer we want to go up to the top and right click, insert text media. Now what we want to do is insert 4 of these, but I'm going to show you. Okay, so I'm just going to exit out of this right now, and I'll put in 2 and exit. Okay, so let's do there. And there is insert text media. Now it's kind of like a total mess at first stage, but once you've got it. Okay, so we want to line it up so it's on layer 1 and 2, so there's layer 1 and 2, and they're both transparent from each other. So they'll basically do the same, so right click on them and go to edit generated media. Now, whatever is your text desired, like for the intro, in my case it would be, okay, hold on, Ross Vlogs. Now it just looks a mess, but once we fix this up, so pick your desired font size, and then, okay. So I'm just going to do this for the top 2. So edit generated media, and, okay. Okay, we don't have to go into detail right now, but we have to do, like, for the 4 text species, we want to do the same type of text in every one, like, so that would be Ross Vlogs 4 times. So if we can, in fact, you could actually copy and paste these into the second layer, that would just be quicker. Copy a new, and copy again. So that's us got Ross Vlogs on all 4 of the little slides here. Now, we're not actually done yet. We need to add, okay, so what we want to do, we want to edit generated media again, and in fact, no, we'll do this later. We'll just go to the media generators tab, then we'll go to color gradients, and you can pick your desired color. For example, I'm going to pick this one here. It's like a kind of light green, a limey greenish color. And you can pick your gradient types, but I prefer the linear. And if you go to the top here, there's more options up the top to the presets. Okay, but I'm just gonna take that off right now, so it's like this. Now once you've done that, you'll be as well, hold on a second to just zoom into this. You'll be as well as adding some fade effects, about 0.5 of a second on each one. Now on your intro, the second piece of text doesn't actually have to be the same. You can change it to some, like, as you've seen in mine it was presents, but you guys get the drift. I'm not going to go into all of this detail in this tutorial because it would be far too long. But we're going to edit the generated text again, and we're going to go over to effects, and we're going to draw an outline. Now we're not going to feather it, and we're going to put it 0.20 of a width, which gives it a thin black line. So we're going to put a black line around it. Okay, now if I click on it, you can see the top part's got a black liner in it. And with this one, okay, I'll just do this quickly, just to give you guys a better view. Okay, presents there, and I'll put presents here. So it's like this. Now in the generated medium we'll put a black line around the presents as well, so that'll be black. No feathering because it blurs it, and 0.20, so put 20 there. You can also draw a shadow if you like, what actually gives it more of a standout actually. But I'm just going to leave it blank right now. Okay, once you've got like all four and the two top layers have a black outline, we want to right click, no in fact not right click, we want to event pan and crop on the second layer, both of them, and we want to flip it vertically and bring it down. Now the controls are reversed on this part, so it's pretty tricky at first. Now just bring it so it's just under it and no more, and we want to do, okay, yeah, we want to click the masking tool, which is down the bottom left, and we want to use our pen tool, anchor creation tool, and maybe click 4 times on the bottom lower half of the text. Now this cuts this out, and we're going to put feather type both, and we're going to do it maybe about 20% feather, which gives it a kind of reflection effect. So we'll click the X right there. It doesn't have to be a perfect like rectangle, because it feathers it anyway and it still looks the same. Now for the second one, event pan and crop, right click, flip vertical, drag it down, and just till it's a decent, we don't want it too much away from it, so we'll just do that. And now again, we want to mask it, anchor creation tool, click there, 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 and there. As I was saying, it doesn't actually matter if it's like not too good of a rectangle, but don't go crazy with it. Don't like try and make shapes, because that's what will mess it up. So, okay, another 20% fade here, feather. So right now we've done this. We've added the Ross Vlogs and we've got the reflection with the transparent background, but there's no effects whatsoever right now. If you want to, you can actually add the opacity, so this makes it more faint, maybe about 70%, which makes the bottom layer here, as you can see, you can hardly be seeing it now. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how to do the lens flares to get it moving across the text. In fact, I'll do it in the background just so it's more easy to understand first. Okay, for this, okay, we want to, for the effect for the lens flare, we want to click the little jigsaw piece on the gradient background, and we want to go to lens flare. Click add, then OK. Then it will bring up this window, the 35mm lens flare. Now as you can see, it's appeared just in a random place in the screen. If you do not want it here, you can simply drag it out a little more. Okay, I'm just going to put it about there. Now to get it moving, you will have to use a keyframer at the bottom, so if the keyframer is not there, sometimes it's like this, you want to look for the two little arrows here and pull it up, and this little tab thing will appear. Now, it's basically, keyframing is pretty easy. You just want to make it like, there's 4 seconds there, so we want to drag it out to 4 seconds for the first slide. This means it will only appear on the first slide. In fact, it's 4.5 seconds. So if you want it to make it disappear, click on this little circle, then use your arrow keys, sorry, to move it up. Now it doesn't matter if you stop while you're doing this, you can press it doesn't matter. And we're going to do it up to the light. Now if you want to make it disappear, what you want to do is just drag the intensity down, like right down. Now you'll see it totally disappearing, but this doesn't matter because it's placed on this keyframe here on the 4.5 seconds one. So if we reverse that, the actual lens flare is still there, and when we click play, it moves up. Now in the preview window, it's not going to be the best, so just bear with me. Okay, now what we're going to do is do the lens flare, the kind of reflection over the text. So we want to do is click the event effects, then we want to go to lens flare again, except this time it's on the text, so you're not actually going to see anything straight away. So we're going to reverse that, it's on the text, okay? So imagine this text is just a big white sheet, except only the text is shown, so we need to drag it into the middle about. And you'll see the text over here is lighting, on the V is lighting up a bit. So just make it 0.000 on the y-axis, so that's 0.000, which makes it directly centered. Okay, I need to fix that in a second. Put it about maybe, I would say 760 on the y-axis, so we're just going to fix that again because it's messed up. Okay, now the same applies with this. That'll be drag the little keyframe out to 4.5 seconds on this, and we're clicking on this here, and use your arrow key to move it across. Now you can do this any way you want, up, down, left, right, diagonal, it doesn't matter. So once you move the keyframer, you'll see it moving across your text on the preview window. And once it's just off the text, what we want to do is just click it, and that's you. That's you got the effect in. Now we're going to do this with the presents as well. So we're going to event effects, lens flare, add OK. Now make it directly 0.000, 0.000 on the y-axis, and that's that. Okay, we'll just drag it up there. Okay, so for the first keyframe, maybe about what I said before, about 750, 60. Then drag it over to the 10th. Okay, my presents is just slightly longer than my Ross Vlogs one, so we're going to do it about here, and we'll drag it down a bit. Okay, and we're going to put a fade in there, and a fade in here. And just once you've got your keyframe set right on the fade line, just click here and move it along, just like we done with the first one. So just until you can't see it reflecting anymore, which would be about there. Just click on it, and that's you got your fade effect. Now for the sounds, I would use maybe an instrumental with no lyrics. For example, a sound effect like I used a while ago, a backtracking like effect, like a techno effect. It was like about 10 seconds long. Now that's has actually got our intro. As you can see, we are finished now. Now this is only a preview window. It is much better quality once it renders. You can also add different effects in with the lens flares, but I'm not going to go into every detail on the book. So if you want to render this in 60 frames a second, what we want to do is File, Render As, and we want to go to Windows Movie Video, so that will be WMV, and click. In fact, no, this is the rendering settings, sorry. What we want to do is go to Properties, and the frame rate here, you can make it 59.9.40, or we can just go 60.0. 60.000, that gives you 60 frames a second, the smoothest you can possibly get. So once you've done that, just apply, OK, now you can render as, and just call it new intro, save it as a WMV, 5 megabits a second, or you can make it 8 megabits per second, but that's only for, this gives you like 1080p video, so that'll be like a 1080p, like HD, high definition, with 60 frames a second, so that's the best possible you can actually get. So I'm going to click save, and I'll show you guys what it's like once it's rendered.